What's going on, guys? Richie Schnyderite here, Nittany Nation publisher. Once again, joined by our recruiting analyst, Eric Lammers. Eric, some big news over in State College today.
That's right. They can get a commitment and not from the 23 class, right? They go all the way down to 24 and get it started.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I actually kind of figured we'd have the weekend off. I figured, the Donkoh news came, we'd get a little bit of a break. And no, of course, whenever James Franklin in charge, they're always going to have recruiting news 24/7, it seems. But Cooper Cousins,
Right.
Northwest Pennsylvania guy. Tell me a little bit about him.
Yeah, dude, from McDowell High School up there in Erie, Pennsylvania. I
Mhm.
mean, he is a really, really good player for being a sophomore, for being a 2024 guy. He on Rivals, we have him listed 6'6", 290. We have him listed as an offensive tackle. His sophomore tape is all at center. So he's playing center the entire time. And when you're watching him, you have to remind yourself that you're watching a sophomore in high school and a 2024 prospect. He flashes that much as a young guy. He's snapping the ball with ease. He's getting his hand placements on point. He gets drop sets. He peels back. I mean, the film is really, really good. He's a future four-star for sure. He's a future possibly top 100 offensive lineman, and he's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, like we were just talking off camera. Anyone that has Wisconsin interest that early on, gotta kind of think that he's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy. You pop on the film, and he just reminds you of the traditional Big Ten offensive lineman. I mean, he's got a big, thick upper body build. He moves really well for being a young guy. I mean, it's kind of scary to think how good he could be, 2 years when he's a senior, and then once he gets to Penn State. I don't want to obviously get ahead of ourselves a little bit projecting that far away here, but I mean, just based off what I saw on the film and things like that, it's a really, really good get for Penn State in that 24 class.
Mhm. So now you mentioned he plays center. Obviously, you see 6'6", 290, you think tackle immediately. But is
Sure.
that his future? Are we going to see him in the guard? Are we going to see him? There's no way center, right? I would think.
I don't know. The way he snaps, the athleticism that he shows off at the center position and his natural feel for peeling off. He has one play on his highlight where he snaps it, he's past set, he takes a look around, and then he peels off and actually ends up getting the edge defender. He also snaps it and he's pulling. So he's doing all these different things as a young guy, as a sophomore, showing these this stuff on film as a sophomore. It's impressive. So he could potentially play tackle. I would love to see him out there on the edge and see how his athleticism and everything like that, takes over out there. But I mean, what you see on film right now as a center is a dream, really.
So now you've dealt with Franklin before working for him. I'm sure you've had early commits over at Vanderbilt. This kid's not a year away from signing. He's 2 years away from signing. Is there any concern, or is it just kind of just keep working the kid, keep working it? Like, how does this work when a kid commits this early?
I think the biggest thing here, what you see, the difference probably between what we would experience maybe at Vanderbilt taking a commitment this early and a place like Penn State, is the brand of Penn State football is so large, right? An in-state kid like that, a young kid that wants to come play at Penn State, he's probably grown up dreaming about this opportunity where his high school colors are blue and white. He's now just changing over into the Penn State blue and white. This is probably something he's thought about for a long time, to the point where if you're that staff, I mean, this kid he would probably sign tomorrow if he was allowed to sign, right? And so, like, he's one of those guys, when they actually made the early signing period back a few years ago, when they bumped in December, he was exactly who they were thinking of in terms of, okay, this guy always grew up, probably dreamt about being a Penn State Nittany Lion. He could sign, as soon as he commits, he could sign and you wouldn't have to worry about it. So I personally probably wouldn't worry about him one bit.
I mean,
Unless you probably, I think the only, you can't say worry about one bit, because anything can always happen. But I mean, I think he's probably about as solid as you could get.
yeah, and it seems like a couple programs already started to notice him. I saw Kentucky, Akron, Pittsburgh, obviously Penn State. Like I said before, Wisconsin was showing some pretty heavy interest, and I'm sure if he would have went out on a visit, they probably would have offered. That's just one of those things where they want prospects on campus, but extremely good get for Penn State. I guess that's kind of it. We don't know a whole lot on the situation yet. We're about to talk to him soon. We're gonna have an article up on Nittany Nation. Eric, anything else you want to say on the kid? I know, obviously a very, very good get. Very, very.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you can sense it. I'm obviously pretty positive about this one, pretty high on it. I think Penn State, it's good to get a guy like this locked down early, because you mentioned it. The more that this kid's film gets out and the more that word on him gets out, he would continue to pick up, and he would get the big guys. He would get the Georges, the Bamas, he's going to get every offensive line school in America that produces those NFL type players. So this is a good get for Penn State. Way to lock them down early, and that's a heck of a way to start out the 24 class.
Perfect. And then obviously stay tuned on the Lions Den. Eric, I'm pretty sure you have some reactions coming out.
Oh yeah, they're ready to go. We have a few of them already rolling in. It's been a good day already. It's another good day for prospects in State College, and everybody was pretty happy with how things went.
Perfect. All right, guys, stay tuned more on our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button down below. Check out all our videos or whatever I don't even know what the hell is it called. The podcast. Yeah, all those 2022 century type things. But all right, guys, stay tuned for more on Penn State rivals, on Penn State football. All that, we got everything on the website, and I'm just gonna cut this.